Sean had a oopsie moment on stream. You have to see it.
My sister sent me a new picture of her dog, which looks very cute, which you all like to see. Oh
no! So many YouTubers, man. So many people on the political YouTube side, man. They all just have this addiction to goblins. You know what I mean? Not me though. Not even once.
You were not meant to see that. Everyone forget that right now. Nobody clipped that. In my defense, I thought they were all human children.
Oh no. Okay. Fucking Christ, dude. All right, listen. God damn. Oh my lord. Ay. Did you watch H3 yesterday? How could I have watched H3 yesterday? I was live while he was live. I feel like my honest assessment of this situation, because a lot of weird like alt-right motherfuckers have routinely done this to Vaush, that like his fan base is just so polarized towards anyone and everyone being like, hey, this shit's weird, man. It's like a weird thing. It's weird and gross, especially when paired up with all the other instances where you've like brought forward CP as an argument. Like it feels gross and weird. And I think that like for some reason, people that get invested in content creators and think like, no, you don't get it. Like this is all right-wing nonsense. So it comes across like there are so many people in this community, not this one obviously, but in Vaush's community, that are like defending what looks to every normal person like you are defending child pornography. People cannot do that. Just don't do that. Like, why are you voluntarily defending Lolly? It's very weird. Please stop doing this. Okay? Don't do it. People in his community literally called you transphobic for calling out Keffels for defending him. Yes, but as everybody knows, I am obviously a transphobic person. People don't understand that no matter what your purpose is, like no matter why you're trying to like correct a record or whatever, you are definitely, I don't know what your like, I don't know what your like genuine interest is in the matter. Maybe you understand what's going on and other people don't or something, but like to every single person, you are literally looking like you're defending Lolly. Because you kind of are. What on earth is Lolly? Lolly is like a style of animation, specifically very popular in Japan, where the characters are little girls, okay? Like little children. It's just drawn child pornography. Lolicon literally means pedophile in Japan. Yeah, nonce cartoons is a good way to describe it. Huh? Why do you know about it? What do you mean? Why do I know about it? I'm an extremely online individual who routinely sees every different kind of mental illness on a daily basis. Probably one of the communities that almost always is like routinely shitting on me are people who love Lolly. If someone is on the timeline calling me like a cockroach or something, or talking about how like my Turkish background means that I'm like hairy, greasy, disgusting, gross, like that means that they're most likely into Lolly. And we will do it sometimes. We'll click on their profile immediately. It's like they're defending Lolly. Almost always. Lolly Groiper 826. Wow, Hassan, you are such a rich grifter every time. Yeah, exactly. It's gross and it's weird and I don't understand it. And you should probably stop debating those things. It's like one of those things where it's like your goal is to make yourself look really, really weird. Like you're not showing that you're ethically or morally consistent at all. You're just showing that you're gross. You keep trying to say that because there were non-Lolly images in there, it's perfectly okay. He has two self-admitted Lolly arts in there. Yeah, it's like, dude, you fuck one goat and then you're known as a goat fucker. Okay. What the hell? That's the same vibes. I have not downloaded porn since I was like 13 and having to download porn because I lived in fucking Turkey where the websites were not accessible. So I had to go on Aries or LimeWire or FrostWire and all these like fucking peer-to-peer torrent, and then half the time it was the same porn anyway. It was just an awful experience, and I haven't done that in years, and that was only because I just did not have access to it, right? I bet you had that Maria Ozawa in your PSP. Wait, is Maria Ozawa the Nuru massage? Oh my god, I think you just unlocked a memory in my brain. If that's what I'm thinking of, that was the classic, the Nuru massage one, I think, right? Oh my god. Was it that? A core Gooner memory has been unlocked. Wow, that's like That's beautiful, man. Thank you. By no means am I a puritanical person, especially when it comes to sex work, especially when it comes to porn. I'm a defender of not gooning necessarily, but like having a healthy relationship with sex and masturbation and whatnot, and also even the consumption of pornographic materials. But there's also, there's definitely some stuff that's like, a little out there, a little out of pocket, little fucking. Maybe you should be kept in the pocket, right? It's like an odd situation. My thing is just don't defend it. Don't defend it. That's it. Don't defend it. But this is too much. Way too much. Oh, the other thing I was gonna say is like I think a lot of people also are into like weird stuff, maybe like furry stuff, or maybe some other shit that is still odd, but like not the same as lolly, I guess. Where do you draw the line? Just curious. Furries are low-key weird in my opinion. Harm. I draw the line at harm. I draw the line at like people being weird. It's I have a call me the Supreme Court of the United States because I'll know it when I see it. And when asked, what do you like? Is there a clear-cut definition of obscene materials? I think the Supreme Court justice decision was, I'll know it when I see it. So I definitely have that same approach as well. Having said that, I think that if you were to have like the broadest, if you have like the broadest approach, it's more like consenting adults. And I say this as a massive anime fan. I love Japan. I'm a weeb. You guys all know this. Shameful. Took me many years to come out of the weeb closet. And things that I don't like about anime, Japanese style videos and whatnot, like Japanese adult video, for example. Javs, I can't watch. One, because the penis and the vaginas are censored. I think that's weird. But also, more importantly, Javs have just a woman not having a good time. Almost always. Like, if I were to describe Jav to people, it would be two people kissing for the first time in their entire lives. Not like each other. I mean, like, literally first kiss territory, which is always weird. Like, it always feels like two people that have never fucked and have never kissed, never done any, like, physical contact to one another, or anyone else, for that matter, doing it for the first time ever. And I'm always like, this makes no sense to me. And then after that, it's always, like, very creepy. I mean, the plots are phenomenal. That's like the one thing, I guess. They go really heavy on the plot. Like, it'll be like 65 minutes of like plot, 25 minutes of like a dude in the most liberal ways, I will explain. Just the worst looking dude you've ever seen, tickling the nipples of a beautiful woman who is just straight up not having a good time. And then another 65 minutes of the worst kissing and fucking you've ever seen in your entire life, where once again, the woman is having straight up not a good time at all. So I don't really understand why people enjoy it, but more power to them as long as they are consensually, making this as two consensual adults. The other thing I don't appreciate is obviously lolly and how like young, even if the women are like very, there's two different types of like anime depictions of women that are weird, right? You either have like a woman who looks like is drawn like a 25-year-old, okay, that is very deliberately told to the audience is literally 16, by the way. And you're like, why did you say that? You did not have to say that at all. Part of that is because, obviously, like some of this anime and manga is for, okay, and that's part of the reason. Shonens are obviously for young boys, right? Because this side of it is like more manageable, I guess, where it's like they'll be like, yeah, this very clearly adult drawn woman is actually 17 years old. Make no mistake, we will keep repeating that she is 17 years old. And it's like, why did you do that? That's weird. That's a weird thing that you keep repeating for no reason. Like, Zelda is a great example of this, where they'll always be like, guys, remember, Zelda is 17. Do not forget this. Okay, fine. Weird. The other way worse version of this is when they like put little girls like that are drawn as little girls, and then they'll be like, that's a 3,000-year-old dragon. No, that is an absolute fuck no. Don't do that. What the fuck are you saying? You ain't fooling nobody. Okay, why? No, it's not small women exist. Don't do this. You know, I'm not like I'm not one of those fucking weirdos, like one of those weird rad libs who's like, if you think Ariana Grande is hot, you're a pedophile. Like, I'm not one of those people at all. But having said that, I mean, these are very clearly depicted as children. Like, that's crazy, right? Will is only here for a brief second. He's only here for a second. It's weird that we're still talking about this, but we were talking about like depictions of pedophilia and lolly in anime. You know, you don't have to. You said you were busy today, so you don't have to stay here. It's all good.
I think Vladimir Nabokov was the first lolly artist.
I don't even know what that is. Oh, it's the guy who wrote Lolita.
Yes,
Oh,
Lolita.
okay, yeah. Problematic.
Problematic fave.
Yeah, I do love Leon the Professional, even though that was made by a dude who's like who may or may not be a pedophile. Well, he's French.
Luc Besson. Yeah, this is just cultural differences.
He's just French. You know, that's just how it works.